But yes. So, what's the hardest truth you had to accept in the business?
That everybody don't like helping people. And it's sad to say, when I first started, I wrote my first book, and I feel like I was trying to get myself out there, trying to promote myself, and no one was reaching out to me until a specific person from my church reached out to me, and he connected me with D and Big Von. His name is Tony Edmonds.
Okay.
Shout him out.
In what church? Shout out to church.
My church, Grady Grace Temple Taylor. I want to give a shout out to Bishop and First Lady Harper. I love y'all.
Amen. Shout out them.
If y'all looking for a church home, y'all in the Metro Detroit area, Taylor area, come out every Sunday and Wednesday from 11 a.m. And on Wednesdays at 11 noon, 12 noon for Bible study and 7 p.m. on virtual.
Okay. Nice. What part do you play in the church?
So I'm a media coordinator. I help behind the scenes. So pretty much I do all the live streaming. I run the social media. And pretty much anything that got anything to do with broadcasting, anything like that, is me and my team.
Okay. So going back to a question I asked you before, you said you sold 200 to 500 books or something?
I sold 500 copies of my first book.
That is amazing. How did you do that? Like, because marketing is so, I'm Miss Movie Media and Marketing, so marketing is everything to me. How were you able to do that?
So for a lot of people, so what I did was I made a cinematic trailer.
Okay.
And AI is the way of the future now. All I had to do is pretty much throw my book cover on this software. At the time it was called Soro. And I told them what I wanted to do, and it did the cinematic trailer for me, and from there it just took off.
Wow. I heard of Soro, and he is absolutely right. AI is the way. That's the move. We can't, we got to embrace it. Shout out to Kaylin Tinsley. Thanks for watching, sis. Y'all share this. I'm interviewing Mr. Emilio Minor. Okay. So, what's a lesson people learn too late in life?
A lesson that people learn late in life. Ooh, that's a good question. For me personally, the lesson I learned in life is to never give up on your dreams. And at first I thought, writing was too far-fetched.
Okay.
And I gave up after I became a father. I just stopped writing, and I just focused on fatherhood and trying to provide for my family. But something kept pushing me and tugging me and telling me to keep following my dream, and look at me now.
Yes.
So don't ever stop. If you think you can do it, do it.
Absolutely. That was a word. So what did your struggle teach you about yourself?
That I can be what struggle? I can be vulnerable.
Okay.
And that society tell men that it's not good to cry. They call us soft, but getting to that vulnerability state and having a chance to tell my truth meant a lot.
Absolutely. I love that. Okay. What is the blessing that came disguised as a setback?
A blessing that became a setback.
I mean, it probably was what you just said. Like, you thought that you were going to stop doing what you were doing.
It could be, but yeah, me not wanting to write.
Okay.
And I kept pushing, but when I didn't sell my first book, when I didn't sell my first copy, and I had really had a bad anxiety, and then my wife was telling me you gonna sell one, and then when I finally sold one, it felt amazing. So then from there, I just looked up and I was like, dang, I sold 500 copies. I was like, huh? And I looked at it and she showed me. I was like, oh, then we did it.
Wow. That is, I am so happy for you in that. Okay. So one more question, and then I'm going to do like a rapid segment where I'm just asking you either or type of questions or whatever. But if you could change one thing about your community in Detroit, what would that be?
Us filmmakers need to all collaborate, and that's build an empire.
Yeah.
I feel like we the Tubi capital.
Yes.
And I feel like we all need to collaborate and do great business. That's be the next Hollywood of the Midwest.
Thank you. I agree wholeheartedly. Okay. So money or peace?
Peace.
Okay. Fame or freedom?
Freedom.
Okay. So when you said money or peace, why peace?
Money is the root of all evil. The more money you have, the more problems you got.
Okay.
I'd rather have my peace, because with peace, you can't buy that.
Yes.
So I'd rather, if I got to cut you off to be happy, I would do that.
Okay. What's your sign?
I'm an Aries.
Big Aries energy, period. Okay. So you said freedom, right? All right. Fame or freedom? I mean, you want to elaborate on that?
For me, freedom, the opportunity, because when you are free to do what you want, the money will come.
Okay, yeah.
So with fame, that comes with a price. Some people don't understand. Even your famous people have mental health.
That part. All right. What's one word that describes your journey? In one word.
One word that describes my journey. The come up.
Okay, come up. All right, I like that. And who believed in you first was what?
Who believed in my dream first was my family.
Okay.
And then from there, it just kept pushing.
Nice. Shout out Wayne Bernard. He said peace. Period. All right. Thanks for watching, y'all. What's your biggest flex?
My family.
Oh, your family guy. Yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to the family. It ain't nothing like them. Okay. All right. Faith over fear. I have, like I said, an inspirational and faith-based clothing brand. We feature God's girl, God's son, faith over fear, and health as well. So faith over fear is a true statement, I think, with all hustlers. So if I say that statement to you, give me an example or definition from your perspective.
So you said faith or fear?
Faith over fear,
yeah. So for me, my faith means a lot to me.
Okay.
Because I grew up in church, and without faith, it's impossible to please God. Yeah. And with Him, I keep God first with anything I do, because without Him, nothing is possible.
Amen. I love it. Okay, what battle did you win that nobody knows about?
Somebody told me that I wasn't gonna sell no books, and I ain't gonna shout them out, but somebody said I wasn't gonna sell no book. It was a hater on social media, and I overcame what you said. So I just want to let you know that I sold 500 copies of my first book, and I have published 10 books since then.
Wonderful. I love it. Okay, when did you realize you were stronger than you thought?
When I wrote a letter to myself in my first book.
Okay.
And I broke down in tears when I wrote that letter, and I overcame all the pain and struggle that I went through. So a lot of people that don't know, I did battle mental illness at one point in time. I wanted to commit suicide. So a lot of my stories are, like I said, relatable to people that go through mental health. So that first book meant a lot to me.
Okay, so how did you overcome something like that, and then who helped you get through? What helped you get through that?
So I went to therapy.
Okay, you did.
Yeah, so I went to therapy. So a lot of people, some men are afraid to go talk to somebody. They think that you're crazy. Therapy is something that everybody needs, especially if you're going through trauma. So for me, I was going through I went through a bad situation. And therapy helped me out a lot, because it broke me down into figure out why I was so broken. And some people don't know childhood trauma is real.
Yes.
So even though I grew up in a great family, but some stuff in my life traumatized me. So I needed to release those demons to become the man